Go north with wings on your feet. Go north with the wind where the three rivers meet. There's a clearing of sorts in a circle of trees, where the wild constellations shine 1, 2, and 3. Look all around you and see, deep in the forest there dragons will be. They come from the earth, yes, they come from the stone. The icy cold north, that's where they call home. Go where the mountain kisses the sea. Better be brave, far braver than me. Look all around you and see, deep in the forest there dragons will be. If a dragon should find you, you might ought to run. No one has lived through such a run-in, not one. So if you hear a roar, goodness sake, leave them be. Up where you find them wild and free. Look all around you and see, deep in the forest there dragons will be. Look all around you, you won't find me.
I've got an and blackened eyes. Break open your glass doors, welcome the whirling debris. Carve your name there in the marble and concrete. Kill idiot violence, punish greed, punish me. Run naked through the streets, stabbing bloody eyes and scream. I pray for you murderers, I pray for you well-honed and clean. I pray for you anyway your violent nature needs you to be. And I praise your name. I praise your name. I praise the taste of the word on my tongue. And I praise your righteous rising hate. I praise your soft lips. And I praise your revenge. I praise your tenderness and your skin. And I praise your pure, uncorruptible pain. I praise your name. I praise your name. I praise your name. And I praise your name. I like you like that, lying there on your side. I praise the scars on your body, and I praise your black mirrored eyes. I praise your name. I praise your name. I praise your name. I praise your name. You're glorious. Glory. So rise above the garbage, leave me where I fall. Rise above the wreckage, kill anything that wants.
Santiana gained the day.
Oh, Santiana.
He gained the day at Monterey.
Oh, lands of Mexico.
Santiano fought for fame,
Oh, Santiana.
and Santiana gained a name.
Oh, lands of
We dug his grave with a silver spade,
Oh, Santiana.
and marked the spot where he was laid.
Oh, lands of Mexico.
Put him down with the golden chain,
Oh, Santiana.
and every link we cried his name.
Oh, lands of Mexico.
Sacramento's the place for me.
Oh, Santiana.
Half a everything was more, and I took it for I just get carried, so carried away.
Can you believe I just heard one of them demand an equal treatment to us whites? I mean, really.
Enough to start you drinking.
Would you shut up?
How is it? Fine and dandy. Happy to. Good day, money to be made on the new railroad for the
Sometimes I need left alone to deal with things. So what if she's one of these things? Is it on your conscience? She's more than a flame. And is it true you've placed your curse upon my newest bit of strange? And is there a new knot being tied in your longest piece of string? No, nothing good can come of ankle shackles, a ball and chain.
Don't smoke a pipe.
No, nothing good will come to you. If my arrest is as good as change, these things. Sometimes I need love more to deal with her. So what if I wanna be sometimes I need love more to deal with her. So what if I wanna be there? Sometimes I need love more to deal with her. So what if I wanna be there? Sometimes I need love more to deal with her. What if I wanna be there? And sometimes I need love more to deal with her. So she's one of these things. Is it on your conscience? She's more than just a plan. And is a tree ways to carves apart. My newest bit of strange. And is there a knot being tied? And your way long piece of strand. No, nothing good can come. Oh, ankle shackles and ball chains. No, nothing good comes to you. My rest is as good as a change. Nothing good come to you. If my rest is as good as a change, no, nothing good come to you. If my rest is as good as a change. And sometimes I need love alone to deal with her. So she's one of these things. Sometimes I need left alone to deal with her. So she's one of these things. Sometimes I need left alone to deal with her. So she's one of these things. Sometimes I need love alone to deal with her. So she's one of these things. So what if I'm one of these things? So what if I'm one of these things?
To fight aloud is very brave, but gallanter I know, who charge within the bosom, the cavalry of woe. The cavalry of woe. Who win and nations do not see, who fall and unobserved, whose dying eyes no country regards with patriot love. We trust in plumed procession, for such the angels go, rank after rank with even feet and uniforms of snow.
happened?
Was you waiting long?
No, I just got here.
Okay, me too.
You out hunting something or?
No, I just took a walk from road. So
You walked here from Rhodes? Well, I guess is Mac your only horse?
that's right.
You should maybe look into getting another one.
Well, I did.
Yeah, you never reached out to me again.
I'd like to see it. Would you mind seeing him? I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on, get him out.
So, what happened was,
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear you.
I said what happened was we was riding real fast, and another horse changed direction right in front of us, and we went smack right into it. And then he was lying down on the ground, looking all very unconscious.
No, he was out.
He was out, yeah. And eventually, after he got up, he was walking with a limp. And I don't know. Something seems wrong with his back. I don't know.
All right. When he went down, do you know did his front legs or his hind legs, did either of them do like the splits from each other? Or
Let me try and remember. Because I went over the top of him, so I didn't really see. No, I don't suppose his front legs would have done that.
I mean, you don't know if his hind legs did it or not.
No, I don't know.
All right, that's fine. All right, let me take a look at him. Hi, Mac. You're not feeling too good, buddy, are you? You mind leading him around in a circle for me so I can watch him, see where his limp is specifically?
That all right?
Yeah, that's fine. Just keep doing it. All right. He looks like he's got a bit of a hitch right here on his right side of the front. I mean, if y'all collided with a horse head on, it makes sense that that's where the brunt of the damage happened. Let me,
What's a hitch?
like a limp in his
Oh,
leg.
okay. All right. All right.
Like, yeah, his leg is hitching. Sorry. All right, Mac. Just getting him used to me is all. Before I go around messing with his legs, some horses are pretty, not tender, but finicky about who touches their legs and where. And I'm a stranger to him.
You want I should hold his reins?
He seems like he's behaving. I think as long as you're nearby, it should be all right. But if he starts tossing his head or swinging his ass around me to kick me, then I'll probably have to have you either hold him or we could cross time in the barn. But we'll do that only if we need to.
Being very good.
All right, I'm just gonna see if he's actually got any sort of open wound or a cut on this leg and the inside of his left. Just make sure there's no, actual physical injury that needs to be stitched up. None.
I thought he was.
You thought he was what?
Thought he was dead. Sorry.
Well, I mean, he very likely could have been, depending on, how he fell. Horses are sturdy beasts, but they're also incredibly fragile when they get hurt. No, I ain't seeing no cuts or nothing. No slices, nothing like that. So something internal. Could have been, something as simple as he's just bruised and needs to walk it off. Or he can also can have some damage to his nerves that can be remedied where it wouldn't affect him later. So let me go ahead and just feel along this leg here. He's behaving very well. Seems like Lucille did a good job with him.
Will you approve?
Lucille is the only trainer other than me that I would say is worth their salt.
What about that Hellstrom fella?
I mean, he's a bit of a prick. I don't really know him too well in terms of training horses, so can't say for sure. All right, I do feel something here. You want to put your hand on it? It's
Okay.
It's a little bit inflamed right here at his knee.
I can't tell. I'm sorry.
You're all right. That could be the main cause of the issue. Let me check his other side too, just in case. You are such a good boy, Mac. Thank you for putting up with me while I'm poking around.
You know, I ain't seen him this well behaved for a long time. Is it you? Is it your magic touch, or is he just tired?
Well, I mean, I think it's more that you're here with him, but I do know how to behave around horses, so being calm and assured in what I'm doing is comforting to them. If I was skittish or nervous at all, he would pick up on that and behave accordingly. Mm, I think this leg is all right. I think that right one is our main culprit here.
Oh, I can see it the way you're standing now.
Yeah, he is favoring it a little bit, which is to be expected. And you said that you collided with the horse too, right? Like head on directly?
No, it sort of turned into our path,
Okay.
and then we our head hit its side, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Step back for me just a minute. Just making sure that his neck is okay and his eyes are nice and focused still, so I don't think he has any sort of head injury, though I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Things look like it's all in order. So he's probably just lethargic after, a crash like that, that much impact and that inflammation in this knee make him a little lazy. Sorry. So,
You had a
what we
long
can
day.
do? Nah, I mean, not really. Just, just tired. I feel like that's my constant state. Um, anyway, for this inflammation, you're gonna need to get him some meadow sweet. It will help reduce the inflammation over a few days.
Meadow,
Uh,
meadow sweet.
meadow sweet. I'll write it down for you. You can get it from the feed store in Rhodes or same for me, wherever you decide to do your business. Add it to his feed for about a week, a couple times a day. And if you can, come up here and pull him out and make sure that he's walking. You can take him out to that pen out back. Just walk him in circles. Make sure that he's getting exercise, and over time, it'll reduce. I'd say about maybe week and a half or so. And if
Okay.
his condition does not improve with the meadow sweet and gentle exercises, then you can reach out to me and we can go from there.
Okay. I really appreciate it. You didn't have to do it after the way that our conversation left the other day.
It's all right, poet. I ain't got no hard feelings. I wasn't exactly the most personable I could be, I'll admit. Caught me a
Oh
bit on the
well,
back foot, but
I was probably prying where I shouldn't have.
I mean, like I said, you were within your right. Why would you want to do business with somebody who is friends with the people that fucked you over? I do not blame you whatsoever. He's a gorgeous horse.
Yeah. When the sun hits him just at the right angle, he shines like copper.
Like gold, more like.
Yeah. I don't want to say gold because it'll give him a big head, but yeah.
Well, I mean, he is handsome. I think he deserves to have a big head.
He truly is.
Let me write down the instructions for you just so you have them. And again, I'd say after like 3 days, if you don't see any improvement in his walking, or if he's really lethargic and kind of seems out of it, doesn't want to do anything, feel free to reach out to me and I will come back and see what else we can do for him. I'm hoping that it's not as serious as it maybe could be, but we need to start somewhere. And
Right.
Plenty of stall rest and just light exercise. Should do him well. Let me go
Okay.
get my notebook and write that down for you.
She's alright, isn't she? Cares about horses more than anything else, I think. How can someone so focused on the care of others? No, there I go again. Should try some of that walking.
All right, here you go.
Appreciate that. And what kind of call out fee do you charge?
I mean, I'm not technically.
Oh my god.
It's all right. It happens.
You tried to bite my hand and I pulled it away too quick. I'm sorry.
That is quite all right. Not the first time I've been hit unexpectedly. Won't be the last.
I'm embarrassed.
You got a mean hook on you, Christ. It's okay.
Just compose myself for a second.
You're fine. Why are you trying to buy him?
Okay. Well, I hope that doesn't put another 0 on your charge, but you can.
No,
I understand.
it doesn't. You pay me $50 and we'll call it even.
Really?
I'm not actually a vet, so I can't charge vet fees, and it's not a big deal. I'd rather see the horse better than anything else. I don't really care about the money.
Well, would you at least let me buy you that drink then?
You know what? Sure. Why not?
Oh, we don't have to go to Valentine.
Good. I sure as fuck hope we aren't.
You try.
You gotta. You don't. You said you don't have another horse, right?
I don't. I may have a wagon. I can check.
I mean, I can just loan you one if you like.
How much would that cost?
Nothing. Poet. You just keep him until Mac's better, and I want to do a follow up on him anyway, whether or not he gets better in 3 days. So I'll just come and collect the other horse when I come and check on Mac.
That would be very kind of you.
All right, let me get Mistennia out.
Pardon me.
All right, I handed you her paperwork, so you should be able to get her out.
I appreciate that very much.
Yeah, no worries. Now you behave.
Let me get some tack on you.
I don't know what this horse is doing. No, you're fine. Calm down. You ain't got no blanket on her.
God damn, I knew I forgot something. Is
Not
this
too
up to
bad.
spec? Okay.
Well, where to then? It's a bunch of folk in Blackwater at the saloon.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's where I came from. It's the Fines and Pal, Dig, and that kid even.
You get along with them?
I get along with Pal. Marcus and Tabby are. They're nice enough folk. Jacob, Marcus's brother, is a very dear friend of mine. Lives in my goddamn house.
Well, we can head down there if you like, yeah.
It doesn't bother me either way. Your choice. You're the one that's buying.
Blackwater it is.
Alright. We go in the opposite direction.
You come
How
out
things
east
been for
this
you?
far?
Oh, sorry.
This far often?
Hell no.
Didn't think so.
You're lucky if you catch me past Blackwater. Make a trip once a week to hang my flyers. And that's really it. Why you ask?
Oh, I just ain't seen you.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
You hide it?
No, I just have everything I need down in New Austin. Don't see no point in going anywhere else.
I spent a little time in New Austin, but not much.
Yeah, I was thinking on what you said the other day. You came down to Zeke's place with Theo for my barrel racing. Sorry, I didn't remember.
Oh, you remembered. You remembered. That's nice.
It was bothering me that I couldn't remember meeting you. But I think it was very brief because I do remember chasing Theo off of the roof of that barn with my wife.
Yeah.
How's he doing? I ain't seen him around in a while. Ain't heard from him.
I ain't seen him in a few days now. But you know Theo.
Yeah, I know Theo. Consider him a friend of mine. He and I have had some very nice conversations. Plus, he's friends with Abel, and Abel and I are thick as thieves, you could say.
Yeah, that sounded like it was maybe a problem for Theo.
What, that me and Abel are friends?
No more his closeness to Abel.
No, well, I mean, anybody's close to Abel, it's a a bit of a problem for them. He just is
that right?
he just is a problem. Much as I love him very much. A right pain in the fucking ass to a lot of people.
When I met him, I just started running the Sequoian, and he came and brought me a list of his prices at the Naked Lady, and it's very helpful.
He's giving away my secrets.
Oh, is that right?
Naked Lady used to be mine.
Oh, I heard that once, yeah. Until what?
I had to leave for a while. I had some things I needed to take care of for me. So I left it to Abel and Cleo. Me and my wife used to run it.
Who's your wife, if I may ask?
Her name's Dusty. I have two of them, actually. Shug is the other one. Though I think you ain't met her.
Don't think I met Dusty neither.
Yeah, Dusty was there the day of the barrel race. She was the one who was chasing Theo with me.
Oh, okay.
Real
I
loudmouth.
wouldn't exactly call it a meeting then.
Yeah, no. Like a drive-by, I guess.
Yes.
She doesn't, her and Shug don't live in Sequoia. They stay elsewhere.
Must be hard.
You have no idea. You're fine. Calm down. They visit every now and then. And I go visit them when I can. What about you? You got anybody in Sequoia, or are you all alone?
I had somebody. We are in the process of building our lives together, I think.
Good.
It's a very
That's
exciting
everything
time.
that's happening to you, from what I've heard. Sounds like you can use a bit of a break. If you're out this far east, I take it you're not going back to Strawberry.
Oh, I was just we was just on a ride.
Mm.
We haven't decided on a place to confidently call our own yet. Just in that process.
It's understandable. Ain't no rush to get back in the saddle. If you have any intention of, doing that at all, I guess, but
It's hard to want to, when you're made
Oh,
to
yeah.
feel that unwelcome.
I know I said sorry the other day, and I know it ain't fixed anything, and it doesn't make you feel any better, but I hope you do know that I do mean it.
I appreciate that. Can I ask you a question? No interrogation like last time. I didn't mean to, but that's what it ended up being like.
Go ahead.
What is keeping you in New Austin?
God, if that ain't a fucking loaded question right now. I have been in Sequoia since before it was officially a state. I was brought in to help pioneer the horse training program that we've got. And didn't think I would stick around long after that. You know, I've got my family, my wives, and a bunch of fucking kids. But then I found Abel. He made his way out here from where I knew him from. And he was in a real rough way. So I thought, oh, I'll just stick around until I can get him on the straight and narrow. Or at least, you know, back to a semblance of where he was when I left him. One thing led to another, and I found it increasingly harder to leave. More things kept popping up that needed my attention. Armadillo was a fucking shithole. Cholera outbreak. We had just dead people in pits all over town. There was debris burning in the road. So the smoke was so high you could see it coming down the ramp from. Yeah, it was bad. And I figured, well, I might as well try to fix shit up. Make it someplace where people can live, thrive. So with me and Abel, Dusty and Shug occasionally, and funnily enough, a bunch of people from out east. We all banded together, put out the fires. A week later, we came together and moved all the fucking debris everywhere. Had a wagon train about 7 wagons long, all the way from New Austin to that nasty fucking junkyard outside of St. Denis, right as you go into town.
Yeah.
And after that, we dug a well to get rid of the cholera. We spent 3 days pulling corpses out of those holes and reburied them in the cemetery. And shortly after that is when I needed to go away. And Abel and Cleo sort of took over, leading that initiative. Built town up, but I think I have strayed from your question a bit. But I also think I've given you your answer, and that I have put a lot of blood, sweat, and unfortunately tears into that place. And it is my home. As much as my home is really in 2 places, but it is difficult to imagine me leaving after this long. And after I've already left. It was painful then. Not a day went by that I didn't think of all of my people out here, those that depended on me. Sometimes you just gotta do things for yourself.
I hope you don't mind me saying, but none of that answer really said that you want to stay as much as.
Things are a little complicated right now. I do want to stay. They are my people. They're my family. Every single one of them. But I would be lying to you if some of the actions and decisions that they have made do not absolutely break my heart and make me worry for the future of this home that we've all built together. We've already had plenty of dumb fucks come through and try and use New Austin as, watch out for this ledge. They try and use New Austin as a scapegoat. These gangs that come through, or lone gunslingers that are looking for glory and fame and whatever the fuck drives them. You go down to Armadillo now and it's a damn ghost town. You ain't see nobody around really, except those few that refuse to give up on it. But before, every night, the Naked Lady would have 10, 15 people in it. It would be filled with laughter. We'd have gunfire out back in the shooting range, and we'd all have a good time. And it's not really the case anymore, unfortunately.
So the thing that brought you there is no longer there?
I'm sorry, you had a bit of a cough in your throat, darling.
Okay. No, the question was, so the thing that brought you there and kept you there, is it still there to keep you?
I would say it is. It's just beginning to fall apart, I guess. One day, if things keep on the way that they're going now, it won't be there. But I don't know if I can do anything to stop it from happening. I've tried. God fucking knows I have tried.
What could you even do?
I've tried to talk to Abel. Many. Their reasonings for things. To say that they don't make my blood boil would be lying to you. But at the end of the day, they're their own men. They're gonna decide to do things the way that they want to do them. And I can only say so much. I can only repeat myself so many times before. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's alright, you owed me that one. This is
I
obviously...
just don't know. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, what don't you know? I'm sorry.
I just don't know what else to do. You know, they've... Once upon a time, I would have been with them. Out robbing folk. Shooting up saloons, I don't know about. It's not really my thing, but... I've had my heyday.
The thing that struck me, as an outsider, of course, you know these fellas 10 times, 100 times better than I do. As an outsider, what struck me was the enjoyment that Manny was getting from seeing me under that pressure and knowing that he could just push a little bit harder. That struck me the day it happened, and it struck me every time I thought about it since. And this ain't, you know, I ain't asking for apologies or nothing like that. I'm just saying, what is there to reason with somebody who enjoys something like that?
You're right. You're absolutely right. And this is not, I do not want you to take this as me making excuses for anything that he's done. But Manny has been through quite a lot. And he has changed from the man that I knew him as. For the worse, I'm afraid. And I have done everything that I can to try and pull him back from that. But, like I said, he is his own man. He will decide what he wants to do.
I think there's still hope. I think you're probably looking at it from the bleakest side because that's where you are at the moment. But there's always hope. Maybe not for them two fellas. I don't know. Me personally, I say kick him out. But for the place, for that feeling that you was describing,
You're right. But we have already, as I was mentioned before, we've had people come through. There was this kid, really, more than anything. Sasha came through before I left. So this was about 6 or so months ago now. He came through and was just fucking everything up, robbing everybody left and right, even after we'd had the conversation with him of how New Austin works and, you don't shit where you sleep kind of deal. And he just didn't care, didn't listen. And people became afraid to come down there. He drove people away. And due to other circumstances, unfortunately, where alliances had been made without the consideration for the entire town, certain people in it, we couldn't really do anything about him until he decided one day that he had had enough of our arrangement and pulled out his gun in my saloon, and he was quickly shown the way out of state. But after that, things changed. People stopped coming down even after he was gone. Manny and Virgil took his place for a short while, and then they had their whole fucking dramatics with their pardons that don't mean shit now.
don't mean shit? What do you mean?
They were pardoned for murdering the sheriff of New Hanover.
Right, no, I've heard that. I just thought you meant that
No.
it don't mean shit now.
No, it don't. They've thrown it away.
Oh,
They're right back to it.
I'm with you. I thought you meant legally or something like that.
Oh, I mean, Maybe legally, but I mean, no, they literally have thrown it away, so they're right back to it. They may not be able to be charged, and dealt with for what they did to that poor lady, but I don't know. I feel
Well,
like it's trying to get them to see. I've had this conversation with them before, that they're going to be the reason that Armadillo stays a fucking ghost town, and they are just blinded by their own justifications and their pride, and I don't know what else to do about them.
I hope you don't mind this outsider's perspective, but and obviously my thoughts on those fellas are tainted by their actions.
Yeah,
But
you're allowed your biases.
what's to say you need them at all? There's loyalty, I can tell. I can see that. What is that loyalty worth?
It's a bit more than just loyalty. Abel and I have been through the ringer together. I've known him a very long time. He chased me across this entire fucking country. And I can't leave him again. I can't do that. I won't do that to him again. Not until I'm leaving him by way of exiting this life entirely. And Manny is
A danger to us all?
that, a danger to himself. You don't get to pick and choose the people that you love, poet. I'm sure I don't need to explain that to you. You seem old enough to understand.
Don't know why age has got to come into it, but yeah.
Apologies, I did not mean to imply anything,
No,
only that you had an understanding. You seem a bit worldly. He's done a
Then,
lot for me.
then it sounds like you are committed to rebuilding what you had with them as part of it. It sounds like you was reluctant to do that, and you could not see a way to do so unless they changed. But if they ain't changing, then you're stuck with only one option. And that's to fucking do it. Pull them along by their hair if you have to.
Fucking drag them by their ankles at the end of a lasso, frankly. But
Well, but my point is that you have talked your way into a situation, if as far as I can tell, that only has one route out.
how about that drink?
just missed the show.
What do
Howdy.
you mean? The hell happened?
You just missed me trying to do a stick up. It was amazing.
Oh, you were trying to do a stick up?
I was training. I got away. I wasn't chased. It was great.
It was just practice, Ethan? Is that what you said?
Yes,
It sounds like you're a little bit of a sore
practicing.
loser.
No, I'm saying that I'm
hurt.
practicing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Look, I got a bandana and everything.
No, wow,
Yeah, I was
you
just
are the
practicing.
most terrifying criminal in the West.
I am.
Hey, Mr. Hawthorne is actually doing quite well.
Good,
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, second time around was a little better.
I'm sorry I stressed you out.
No, I wouldn't say you stressed me out. I mean, first time is always the roughest, but you kind of have just to push through it. By the way, how are you doing, Mr. Poet?
I have been worse. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, good to see you.
Are you well enough to be doing all chasing people around town?
As of the moment, it's just practicing negotiations.
Mhm.
So not really chasing, just
I'm doing all the hard work.
getting the negotiations down.
Excuse me.
No problem.
Any additional feedback from my fellow lawman?
Well, let's see. I would say don't be afraid to negotiate harder when it comes to receiving the hostage. Now, with that worked out fine because by the time she was getting out the back and you had made sure she was safe, you could run back to the front. That all worked out fine, regardless on him slipping on that money clip or not. Yeah.
I'd have still had him dead to rights coming out of the alley. Yeah.
Yeah, either way. But that's what I'm saying. If they want to do something like that and expose themselves to be
That's alright. This one's on me.
Thanks. Whiskey, by the way.
There you go.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me, I need to sit down.
Can I join you?
I thought that was the point.
No, I fulfilled my bargain. My end of the bargain. Bought you the
Right.
drink.
Sit down.
That your leg giving you trouble?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Cowboy
No, not cowboy.
My way is I'm not very good at small talk. So
You fine.
sometimes it becomes big talk when I don't even mean it to.
No, I don't mind telling you the story. Funny enough, it's how me and Suge met. So I'm kind of grateful that it happened. I used to run with a group a year or so ago. Been off and on with them for half a decade now. We partnered up with this other group that had gotten word that a carriage transport was going to be moving from a big city to another big city with a lot of fucking money and a lot of gold bars in their cargo. So we we made our plans and got everybody together, and time came to it that we were intercepting one of the carriages, and I got shot. No, I'm sorry. That's a different time that I got shot. I'll tell you this one. This is how I met Suge, and then I'll tell you about my hip. I'm sorry. It's all a fucking blur at this point. So
That makes it a better story.
I get shot, and these guards, they were marshals actually. They were escorting this carriage. One of the marshals picks me up and throws me on the back of my horse, and then fucking gunfire goes crazy. I could barely discern it. All I heard was ringing in my ears and hammers fanning. But in the chaos, my horse, God fucking bless him, he takes off, and I disappear down a back alleyway. When I finally come to and I'm bleeding out of my shoulder all the way down his ass, I collect myself, get in the saddle, and take off. We had a meeting point in the next town over. If they got out, they would get out, and if they didn't, then that's just how things go sometimes. So I hobble on up to the doctor's office, and there's Suge. She sets me down in the chairs, pulls that bullet out of my shoulder, and stitches me up. Stitched my our leader up when he finally wandered into town, and she let us go. Ran into her at a horse auction about a week later, and she, when it ended, I was walking back to town, and she had recognized me, so she stole someone's horse and ran after me to give me a ride.
Oh my, she knew already.
They're doing my training if you want to watch.
No, I'm all right, darling. Thank you.
Okay.
You say she knew, but no, she didn't.
No? She didn't
No.
steal a horse for that reason?
No. I mean, she was interested in me. Mostly because she likes to know people. It's kind of her thing. She likes to be in everybody's business and keep tabs on everybody and know every little detail about everybody's life. Comes in handy. It was a long journey to get to where we are now. Real long.
All right, so when did you know?
They're doing talking about negotiation training.
That's a good fucking question. I don't know if I can pinpoint any specific moment. It just kind of happened,
Yeah.
We'd been
All
fooling
right, you
around
can
for
hear me all
months before
right?
then.
Yes,
But
all right. I tell you what, you're not gonna know who you're negotiating with, but I want you to play it by ear. All
maybe
right.
Blackwater
Just
wasn't a
kind of
good
start
idea.
it from now. Just announce yourself, West Elizabeth, all that. We'll just go from there.
Yeah, sorry, they're doing training for right now.
No, you're fine.
Well, howdy. This is West Elizabeth Sheriff's Department, Eastern
Oh,
Hawthorne speaking.
I'm not sure
We
I
got
want to
a
listen
pleasure
to
to
this.
speak.
We can
Who's
head
that
out of town if you like.
They're sexually
Deputy outside trying to get their hands on me.
Well, you see,
Yeah, they know
I have a
Who's that?
particular
What
type.
his name? His name Ethan? Your name's
Ethan
Ethan?
Hawthorne.
Oh, that's a sweet
No,
name.
there ain't no other saloon in town.
I tell you what,
It's a
how
naked
many
lady
of
down in
y'all's
New
out there? How many
Austin,
big, strong
or
deputies we got
your old
outside trying
place
to
up
get
in
their hands
Strawberry.
on
That's
me?
the closest place.
There are two of us.
Are you fucking laughing at me, boy?
No, I'm sorry.
Is something
Let's decide
funny?
in a different place.
There is
Is
absolutely nothing funny
something
about
funny
this.
about the
way I'm speaking to you.
No, there is not, sir. In
Because
fact,
I
it's a
could
very
kill
lovely
this
voice.
fucking clerk.
No,
Oh, you got a lovely
no,
voice.
sir. He is not trying to laugh at you, sir.
I definitely am not. So, how is it that we can?
Get back to talking about how many muscles you got. You got big muscles out there. You sound like you do.
I got the biggest muscles.
There are two of us with some pretty big muscles.
Shit, I left my fucking.
With my horse. Here, I'll go get him.
You're gonna have
Would
to
you-
forgive me. My deputy was telling me
Yeah.
something, and I did not quite catch your words. Can you say it? Can you please repeat that for me?
It's very kind.
Yeah, don't mention it.
I was involved in one of them not so long ago.
Yeah. Humble saloon owner and robbing bank coaches.
No, one of them. The police was doing just that in Blackwater.
Oh.
That's why I had to leave.
It's alright. I don't really want to listen to Pell and Ethan go back and forth either. I don't know what I was saying in the barn either. Don't remember what we were talking about.
Well, I asked you how you knew when you knew.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just woke up one day and looking at Shug and Dusty. It was like a bird sitting in my chest. And I think later it was felt like a knife was stabbing me right in the heart. Just saying goodbye to him. I'd see him not even an hour later, but being away from him, didn't like it.
So you got over that part?
No, I'll never get over that. I miss them every single day.
I can't imagine.
That's a real beautiful house.
It ain't for the faint of heart what I do. I don't recommend it to anybody. You can be with somebody, then fucking be with them.
You ain't got no designs on them. Oh, we could be going back in the Blackwater home.
No,
on
I'm
them,
not.
on them coming back.
They come back when they want to. Dusty's gotta.
To stay.
No, they. One of the last times that I saw Shug here, she comes and visits now and then, but she made a bit of a show. Gave me all of her money, resigned from the medical association, said that she would be back if I needed her, but she's got an orchard that she lives on, and she's got power back where we're from. She had some here, but it wasn't quite the same. She likes to be in control of things like that. And Dusty's got a young son, Mickey. Fucking hellion. But she's got to take care of him. When I first came out here, I made sure to tell them that I would not expect them to just pick up their lives that they had together long before me. Move out here with me. But they understood that this is something that I wanted to do. Something that was important to me, and they were supportive even if it was difficult. And I am eternally thankful for their patience.
Well, that's love. It's a painful kind of love, but it's love.
It is. They're the most amazing things that ever happened to me. And I would not be here if it weren't for them. Literally, like I would be in a ditch somewhere. 6 feet under.
I hear that. I'm opening up the saloon in Rhodes.
And they said you hadn't decided on a place earlier.
Yeah.
Did that epiphany come to you over a drink?
It's Dutch courage. That's what it is. No.
Be mindful of the cougar that lives over here, by the way. You might as well get that in. There you go.
No, I had decided that some time back, but well, honestly, I did not know that you wouldn't just in passing tell Manny and his eyes light up and I go through that same circle again.
You know he'll find out eventually on his own, right? With or without me.
Yep. I certainly do not want to hasten that event.
My lips will be sealed.
At some point we should decide where we're going.
mean, why do we gotta go sit in a saloon? Just take a nice ride. Unless you are itchy to go sit somewhere.
No.
I'm good. Coyote.
I tell you about the first time I got shot.
Ever or here?
Ever.
Yeah, go ahead.
We my partner and I, we robbed this laundry. Ain't proud of it. And in the city we was in, there was the laundry in the middle of this square, and brothels all around it. And we ran out. We was chased. Ran into the nearest open building, which was one of these brothels. Together, we ran upstairs, buzzed through a door, and dived under the bed to hide.
Is there somebody on top of it?
There was 2 people on top of it. They was very startled, both of them.
Yeah, I imagine so.
But it did not stop the fella from
Yeah?
finishing his duty, as it were. And just as he finished, that's when
Christ.
they burst in
Christ alive.
and opened fire.
I don't know if I fucking believe you. That's a bit.
I'm telling you. I caught it in the leg and we was out the window.
Good lord.
I didn't
That's
turn
a
around to see
story if I
if
ever
he
fucking heard one.
I don't know that he survived, but if he didn't, then you know, he went
At
out
least he
in the
died
best
happy.
way. Yeah.
This is you and your the person you got here.
No. He was well, he's dead now.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He was shot to death as far as I know. Believe it or not.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Cadenza wanted to go the other way.
Just saying, believe it or not, he was shot. I think he died.
You think? You don't know? Sorry, now I'm prying.
I don't really have an answer, that's all.
It's alright. I got one of them myself. Try not to think about it too much. You alright if I stop in Strawberry briefly?
Yeah, I don't really fancy another drink, to be honest, but yeah,
No,
of
we
course.
ain't need to get a drink. I probably shouldn't be drinking anyway, especially taking these fucking pills. Shook will be on my ass. Should just wake up in the dead of night knowing that I've been misbehaving. Write me a strongly worded letter. I guess I can tell you the story how that happened.
Yeah.
I was the group that I ran with when I met Shug. We had on and off periods. A lot of us would kind of split up, go our own way for a little bit, and then we'd get a letter from Bo saying he's got a new plan and a new vision for things. We'd all come back together. But this was in one of those intermediary times where I was off on my own. Didn't have my partner at the time. He was probably fucking balls deep in a whore somewhere. But I digress.
Wasn't in Chicago, was it?
I mean,
I'm kidding.
my stint, no, but he could have been in Chicago. Hell, maybe he was on that bed of yours. Wouldn't that be funny? Anyway, I met up with this group and they had they were robbing stores, just petty thievery, and we took a couple people hostage and we waited for 30 minutes inside the store in this city, and law had definitely been alerted at that point, and no one fucking came. We had 2 hostages held at gunpoint. Weren't gonna hurt them none, but still, law didn't know that. And we finally just let him go. We're like, all right, we got our money. I guess you're free to leave. So they take off, and so do we. They get to the next town over, and that's where the law were, apparently, just sitting on the fucking porch doing jack shit with their thumbs up their asses. So we had ridden into the outskirts of town and seen the people that we had just had at gunpoint and all the law that were sitting there, and booked it out of town. There was this rundown homestead nearby that we all ran to, and law chased us. And they tried to negotiate, but they said something that pissed off fucking Bo. Not Bo. I wasn't with him. Whoever it was, some random man. I don't know. I was just looking for a good time. But they pissed him off, and then we all started shooting. Took him out one at a time through these broken down boarded windows until there was only this dickhead of a sheriff left. So we and let me read this and then I'll continue.
That's all right.
It was Pell. He said sorry for scaring us off with their antics. I told him not to worry about it. I do have to meet him in 30, though. I do have business, but I'll finish our story, at least.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That in Blackwater?
Yeah, down in Blackwater. So this sheriff was the only one left standing after we picked them off one by one. And surprisingly enough, he did get the better of 2 of them. It was 4 of us in total. Me and 3 other men. So it left me and this fella named Coyote upstairs in this manor, this rundown homestead. He was downstairs playing dead quiet, like a possum. And we waited for a good 15 minutes before we decided to venture down again. He caught us off guard, shot me in the hip, and Coyote came back around and took him out after I unloaded a full cylinder of lead into his chest. The sheriff, not Coyote.
Yeah.
Coyote threw me on the back of his horse, and we took off and skipped town. Ain't seen nor heard of them ever since. Well, the doctors that I've seen once I got out of town, they weren't the best. They did what they could for me, but they weren't exactly trained. I think they were still pretty new. I'm not too sure. Or they were just stupid. But they let the bullet in me. And
They had to leave it in.
I don't think I don't know. I was barely kind of conscious at the time. Adrenaline was running. I'd lost quite a bit of blood. But regardless, it ended up staying in my hip. And I would eventually come to learn that it would give me Saturnism. Start making... No, I'm fine. Calm down. It's just a bear. Shh. Yeah, let's make up a face. Sorry, they're a bit fussy. I don't see bears too often down in New Austin. You're alright. So, I get Saturnism, start getting real sick. There's a point where I was with Shogun.
Lead poisoning?
Yeah. Saturnism is what I learned it as. But I was with Shug and Dusty one day and I just collapsed. I was checking my telegrams and my legs turned to gelatin. Got real sort of delirious. And Shug took me up to this little lodge that I was staying at the time. Checked me over and some of the scar tissue had become infected as well. So I had an infection on top of had lead poisoning, so I was, doing real great. And she gave me some stuff to stave off a bit. We had to find a surgeon that could cut me open. One that she trusted. Which was not many. She got in touch with this deputy marshal, actually. His name was Hans. He agreed to do my surgery for me. Didn't ask no questions about what had happened. Pulled the bullet out and found out that the bullet had shattered and embedded itself into my hip, into the bone. So they had to file the bone away, enough to pull the fragments out to get all the lead out of me.
Damn.
And it had severed or cut pretty badly some sort of tendon in my... Basically what makes your hip move. So he had to cut that and then tie it together with some kind of animal sinew. I don't really remember what, but I was on rest for a month before I could finally walk on my own. I thought I was gonna die in that bed. I was going fucking crazy.
Something like that can make you lose a leg at least.
Yeah, I would have gone insane if I did not have Suge and Dusty there with me. Able to. He was around at that point. And this other marshal that I was dicking around with, using him for information. So now it just gets agitated every once in a while when I'm reckless, and or if I get thrown, which is what happened the other day.
Even a great horse trainer can get thrown.
Well, Mustenia is a bit spooky, and
Should you give me the throwing horse?
No, she'll be fine. Right, nearly enough wolves out east. There were just some wolves that spooked her, and rather than listening to me, she just kind of panicked. But she's a good horse. She'll take care of you.
When I was leading Mac back after the accident, I was reminded of how I met him. I arrived into state in New Austin, in Armadillo. And had a little bit of money, so I bought myself a nice gun. And didn't realize that I would need a horse to get out of that town.
I mean, you could walk, but that is quite a walk.
Well, I went into the stable and saw him immediately, like like in the storybooks, like our eyes met.
Oh, just love at first sight, was it?
For me, anyway, yeah. And then they told me how much he cost, and I didn't have fucking anything like that money, so I spent the next week, 2 weeks hunting, fishing, doing anything I could just to get I don't know however many hundreds of dollars it was. But that was I was driven for 2 weeks to get enough for that horse.
It's a sweet story. You can tell that he has grown to like you quite a lot.
He's worth a lot more than a few $100s, I'll tell you that.
No, absolutely. Every horse is that you form a bond with. It's hard letting them go, the ones that I train up. I get to know them real well, spend a lot of time with them. But I can't have them all, unfortunately.
And you make a fuck bunch of money out of it. I was there for one of them.
I sure fucking do. My most recent horse auction wasn't nearly as profitable. Still made a pretty penny, but it wasn't fucking $6,000 like last time.
I'm still reeling now.
I hope things go well for you. Just saloon.
Well, he was welcome to come and have a whiskey.
That is a big ask, but maybe I'll stop by if I'm ever in the area.
It was more of an offer than an ask.
No, I know. I know you're not demanding me to come out to your saloon. I'll tell you to fuck off if you were.
Oh, she's on the roof again.
Howdy.
I got
Am I
nothing on
being
me. I
robbed?
got nothing.
Yeah, I want your hat and your gun. Pretty please.
You can fuck off, little miss.
Well, you missed it earlier. I sold Tabby for $100.
You sold your wife for $100?
That's all I'm worth.
It's a weird sex game. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I'd have given you 110. Goddamn.
Sleeping on the sofa.
That telegram from you, pal.
I'll take a look at him now.
Yeah, we'll head over to the stable.
Alright, no worries.
Dove,
Hey, I'm gonna go look at.
I want to thank you for
Okay.
coming out all that way, going to all that trouble.
Oh yeah. Well, she got fine horses.
Yeah, you ain't need to.
Alright, I'm
Thank
gonna
me,
go
no.
lay my head down.
Happy
You can
to.
go right down to New Austin.
Follow those instructions I gave
right
you
down to
and
Austin.
let me know in a few days how he's
Go
doing.
horses.
I will.
No, I think she's just doing it here in the stables.
Okay.
He'll be fine, won't he?
Okay. Well, I'll
He'll
see you
be
home.
alright.
Yes.
Eventually. He just needs some
Love you
time.
too.
Thank you.
Magpie, please don't. Please, nope.
You showing
Behave.
all this? You showing
Thank
some
you.
horses?
Yeah,
I've got a
folks.
few that-
Have a good night, Mr. Poet.
No, not at all.
It's your bicycle bells and your Rembrandt swells, your children alive and still breathing, and your look of loss when you're coming across makes me feel like a thief when you're bleeding. Duchess, Duchess, light up your candles for me.
Good morning, Frank.
Duchess, Duchess, put all your love back in me. I come listening, I touching. With the Persian Sea running through your veins, you shed your names with the seasons. Still they all return with their last remains, and they lay them before you like reasons. With your shimmering dress, it says no, it says yes, it says I've nothing left for concealing. It's your shiftless flesh and your old girl's grace. It's your young girl's face that I'm breathing. Duchess, Duchess, light up your candles for me. Duchess, 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 put all the love back in me. I'm lying. She is crying.